Alright, when it comes to the Titan god Atlas in Greek mythology, I am facing my first challenge. For reasons that I shall keep to myself, I am going to use a different name. I have to come up with a different name for this guy. And I thought this would be an easy task because in Greek mythology, all of them get a different name. Well, they all have variations of their name anyway, but they have different names in Roman mythology. And I thought, maybe Atlas does too. He does not. He's actually so far the only one from Greek to Roman that didn't even get a name change. He's still referred to as Atlas. There was, however, Telamon Atlas, or Atlas Telamon, which sent me down a rabbit hole. I was trying to figure out Telamon. What does that mean? And I came to find out that is also the name of one of the members of Jason's team, Jason and the Argonauts, that went in search of the Golden Fleece. I was like, well, that's interesting. One of Atlas's other titles is Telamon Atlas. Was there a connection? None that I have been able to find. However, my creativity has made a connection. Hence where the name change comes into it. Because I'm thinking Atlas and Telamon end up being the same person. Let me explain. So there is a myth where Heracles, also known as Hercules, goes and frees Atlas from his imprisonment, or his punishment of holding up the world, holding up the sky. And he does this, there's a couple of different ways they do it. One of the ways is building the pillars of Heracles to take the burden of the weight. My shoulder popped. And Atlas was able to get free. I'm thinking I gotta learn a little more about Jason and the Argonauts. I'm not super familiar with the search of the Golden Fleece, but I'm thinking I'll tie Heracles freeing Atlas from his punishment into that journey. Because Hercules was part of Jason's team. I keep jumping back and forth between Heracles and Hercules. It's the same one. In my story, I'm going to refer to him as Heracles. That's the Greek name. Hercules is the Roman name. And in freeing him, Atlas is going to hide out from Zeus and chill with Jason and his team. Go on what shenanigans and adventures they go on in search of their Golden Fleece. But he's not going to go by Atlas. He's going to change his name to Telamon. And I think this is going to spawn eventually getting an even more like a combination of like Telamon and Atlas. I'm playing with some ideas, but for the moment in the story, he's going to be referred to as Telamon. I believe I'm